How's it going, everybody? So for those who don't know, the Metroid series is one of my favorite game series of all time, with Super Metroid actually being my favorite game of all time. And it's always bothered me that for such a great series with so many great designs, it's been sorely lacking in the merchandise department. Now, being a toy collector like I am, obviously I love merchandise, specifically action figures, and I had to wait a really long time for a good Samus figure. Sure, there's Figma Samus. That thing is pretty great, it's fantastically articulated, got option parts, good paintwork, everything, but that's Other M Samus. I mean, you could make the argument that it's Smash 4 Samus, but come on, it's Other M Samus, and I want nothing to do with that. I always wanted a Samus that reflected her appearance in some of the games that I really enjoyed playing. Thankfully, the World of Nintendo line decided to base their Samus figure off of the Metroid Prime series. Specifically, some of the design elements seen in Metroid Prime 2 echoes. Now, there was a regular retail version of this figure, but its flat colors left me wanting. Thankfully, there was an exclusive metallic version that was produced. The second I saw that, and saw that the metallic paint seemed to match the appearance in the game a lot more, I had to get it. So that's what we're taking a look at today. The metallic exclusive Samus figure from the World of Nintendo line. Now, like I said before, this version of Samus is based on the Metroid Prime 2 version of the Variasuit, or at least the designs that started appearing in Metroid Prime 2. Most notably, it's the way the visor extends into the helmet up there. That's something that wasn't in the first Prime game. The paintwork on this thing is fantastic. It's got a beautiful metallic sheen that just covers every inch of the armor, and it looks really close to the in-game model. Some details are lacking. For example, there should be, in the shoulder pads there, in those little black stripes, some small green lights, but I mean, it's not a huge loss for me. The arm cannon, also a fantastic paint job. It does have an orange dot painted inside the barrel. There is some paint runoff and some scuffing on mine, but I'm willing to let that slide because the overall figure just looks fantastic. Now, because this is a World of Nintendo figure, the articulation is not great, but it is still pretty good. For starters, up on the helmet, the head can move side to side. Doesn't really go 360 because there's a bunch of stuff in the way. There's no up or down. It's not a ball joint. The shoulders are actually hinged on a slant here, so they can rotate up and down, but always sort of out like that and in like that. There is a bicep swivel up here, which when you can't move outward at the shoulder, it doesn't really help a whole lot. There is a 90-degree elbow and another swivel there just by the way the joint is connected. No wrist articulation. Obviously the other arm, same thing, but there's no wrist to speak of anyways. There is a ball joint ab crunch that sort of doubles as a waist swivel. The legs, they are ball jointed, but again, the movement is restricted by the sculpt of the armor. Comes up pretty far, but you start to run into a lot of resistance around about there. The legs, similar to the arms, they're on a hinge that is connected. They can swivel a little bit, and then the ankles can swivel as well. So not the best articulation, but it does look pretty good displayed on a shelf somewhere. For accessories, Samus came with a whopping 1. And that one accessory just happened to also be Samus. This is Samus in Morph Ball mode. Now, the line in the middle here is green. If we were going for Metroid Prime Samus, this should actually be blue, but again, I'll let it slide. The metallic paint on it is really nice. Other than that, it's a ball. It's got some sculpted details. I would have preferred if it had more of an armor plating look to it, as I believe the in-game model did, but other than that, it's just a light plastic ball with some paintwork on it. It looks nice enough if you wanted to, I don't know, create some tubes for it to go down or something. And while we're on the topic of World of Nintendo Metroid figures from the Metroid Prime series, I recently picked up this small Talon Metroid. It looks very nice. A bit out of scale with Samus, but it's another one of those things. It's a squishy little Metroid. I will let it slide. Appearance-wise, it's almost like a shrunken-down version of the larger Metroid figure. It lacks any articulation, and minimal paint apps. But it'll look good standing next to this Samus on a shelf, I think. So that's the metallic exclusive World of Nintendo Samus figure. It is pretty cool. The paintwork is definitely really nice. The lack of articulation means I'm still holding out hope that one day I'm going to get a really, really good Samus figure that isn't from Other M. But it looks nice enough to display on a shelf. The colors really pop. And it's been released in a variety of different colors. If various suit is not your preferred flavor, you can also get a gravity suit version and an upcoming Phazon suit version. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification button so you can be alerted anytime I post a new video. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and consider sharing it with your friends. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for any kind of behind-the-scenes stuff. And actually on Instagram I post toy photography. I'm actually probably going to take a few shots of this before I put it back on the shelf. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the World of Nintendo line. If you like any of the figures, if you have any of the figures, I'd love to hear from you. And we'll see everybody next video.